So, a new Monkie Kid set got released, and it is actually a special 5-year anniversary set. This set features villains and heroes living in peace in the city, and all the characters have been assigned different jobs. Despite this, it has been confirmed that there is at least one thing in this set to do with Season 5. The thing in this set that has been confirmed to be a clue for Season 5 is this minifigure. However, I already talked about her and her importance in another video. Feel free to check that out, but this video will be about how I think this set reveals some other major plot details for Season 5. Now, most of the characters in this set have jobs that link to them somehow. Macaque is a street artist, and this fits because it got revealed in Season 4 that he is indeed an artist. Red Sun runs a barbecue stand, linking to his food stand in the Season 2 special. Spider Queen runs a textile shop, which makes sense because spiders create silk. Lady Bone Demon is a chiropractor, so she messes with people's bones. Pigsy runs a restaurant, and Tang runs the bookshop, since he is obsessed with the Journey to the West book, and likely other books. I haven't quite figured out May's link to Chai Chi, but since this character is called Auntie Tai, I'm guessing that Auntie Tai was made a Tai Chi practitioner because of her name, so it is possible that May was made a Tai Chi practitioner as well because Auntie Tai is probably her aunt. So May's job isn't directly linked to her, but it is linked to her relative. And then MK and Sun Wukong appear to be performance workers. Also, Sandy doesn't have a job, I guess? But anyway, what about Jin and Yin? They run a record shop, but how do records link to them? Well, remember how Jin and Yin trapped MK in the Calabash? I am thinking that they are going to do this again, but this time they will trap MK, Pigsy, May, Tang and Sandy, and they will all be stuck in a fake little world that is stuck in a time loop. This links to records because records loop. So, Jin and Yin will stick the main characters in a self-contained time loop. I know this sounds crazy, but I didn't come up with this theory just because Jin and Yin run a record shop. Firstly, it would make sense for the writers to have Jin and Yin use the Calabash again, because it was a big thing in the novel with their characters. Additionally, what happened with the Calabash in Season 1 has not been fully explained. When MK was stuck in the Calabash, some of the people in there glitched, which was because Jin and Yin were arguing and shaking the Calabash. However, we also saw the Calabash glitch and this happened.
You guys really are driving that point home, huh? Whoa.
We never found out who this mysterious figure was or why he appeared. This is a loose end, and something I feel may be explained in the future. So, it would make sense for the Calabash to become plot relevant again, and whatever happened here will be explained. And guess what? Jin and Yin are literally holding calabashes in this new set. It is not explicitly confirmed that these are calabashes, and I know these do not look exactly like the calabash that was shown in the show, but in the 80015 Monkie Kids Cloud Roaster set, Jin and Yin are holding these, which are confirmed to be calabashes in that set. The promotional images of this set also show Jin and Yin sucking people into the calabashes, exactly like they did to MK in Season 1. So, if these are confirmed to be calabashes in this older set, then these in this new set are also definitely calabashes. They do not use the exact same pieces, but they are clearly the same thing. According to an interview with the concept designer and producer of this set, the spirit of this set is happiness and fun. Despite there being villains, there is no conflict as all reside in the city in harmonic peace. But there is no reason Jin and Yin should have calabashes in this set if this set truly is just a set where all the characters are at peace and have normal jobs. Especially since pretty much none of the other characters in this set have their normal weapons. and the only weapons the other characters have are weapons that are tools for their jobs. So, Spider-Queen has scissors because she runs a fabric shop, Pigsley has a knife because he runs a roast duck restaurant, Lady Bone Demon has a hammer because chiropractors use hammers, and Red Sun runs a barbecue stand, so I guess he is holding some sort of flame gun to cook his food. The only characters other than Jin and Yin who have weapons from the show are MK and Sun Wukong. However, MK and Sun Wukong's role in this set seems to be performance workers, which is why Sun Wukong has face paint in this set. This face paint is the traditional Chinese opera face paint for Sun Wukong. So, them having the staffs does indeed fit their role in the set. Additionally, they both have a staff, and what is even weirder is that they have different staffs with different end pieces. So, at least one of these two staffs is clearly a fake, possibly both. Anyway, my point is, all the characters in this set have normal jobs, but Jin and Yin are the only characters who have weapons that don't fit in with their roles in this set. They run a record shop, and so them having their Calabash weapons doesn't make sense. Unless, of course, this whole set is all the characters stuck inside a fake world inside the Calabash. And there is other stuff that leads me to believe that this is all a fake Calabash reality. First of all, again, this whole set is supposed to be the heroes and the villains living in peace. But is this really true? This is Lady Bone Demon's minifigure, but the other side of her head has an evil and angry face. And Spider-Queen also seems to have an angry face too. Then there is this in the set. This is a depiction of MK in his mech fighting Lady Bone Demon and her bone mech. This is an odd addition if this set is all about peace and happiness. I think the angry minifigure faces and this picture are indicating that the whole set is a facade, and that the truth is slowly creeping through. And I also want to point out that, in the Calabash episode in Season 1, the whole thing was that MK was stuck in a world that was unrealistically perfect, with everyone being unusually happy and peaceful. Pigsley was super happy and chill, even though MK was late to work. And literally everyone in the whole world was way too cheery.
No traffic at rush hour?
Perfect!
Free shoes and cheese tea samples?
Perfect!
More free cheese tea samples?
Perfect!
So, this set supposedly being everyone living in peace and harmony could be because it is a fake Calabash reality. And the scenario of all the characters living together in peace and harmony doesn't even make sense, because all the characters are living different lives to the ones they have in the show. And tell me why they all have jobs, but Pigsley isn't a noodle shop owner. Instead, he runs a restaurant called the Roast Duck. If the designers of this set just wanted to have all the characters live in peace and happiness and give them jobs, why isn't Pigsley's job still his noodle restaurant? And yet in this set, he runs a roast duck restaurant instead? And Sandy doesn't have a job or role, which is very odd. And then we have Tootie. Tootie showed up in Season 3, and he is overall a very insignificant character, and yet he is in this set. Except, in this set, he is a robot. A robot called 2D Gong. If this set was solely a set where all the characters lived in peace, why has this guy been turned into a robot? Why even have this character here in the first place, unless his presence is significant to the plot? My point is, what if the reason they included this character and randomly made him a robot is because the main characters are stuck inside this fake reality? And in this fake reality, 2D is a robot. This could also explain how Lady Bone Demon and Spider-Queen are here, because they are both dead. So these must be fake versions of them, like how there were fake versions of MK's friends in the Calabash in Season 1. Another thing is that Azure Lion, Peng, and Yellow Tusk are in this set. Well, sort of. There are sculptures of them that are part of this building. This is weird, in my opinion, and I think it is because all of this is a fake, constructed reality. I also want to point out this. There are random pictures of MK, May, Pigsy, Tang, and Sandy attached to this building. But these pictures show them in their normal clothing, while their minifigures in this set have new clothes related to the jobs they have in this set. I think these little character discs represent their true selves that are trapped inside this fake reality. Each disc is someone trapped in this fake reality. And we see that there is no disc with Sun Wukong or Macaque. This means Sun Wukong and Macaque in this set are just fake versions, like in the Calabash in Season 1. In conclusion, I think that the main characters are trapped in a fake Calabash world by Jin and Yin, although I think it is possible that there is some other mastermind helping Jin and Yin. I think this new set represents a fake Calabash world because, unlike the other characters, Jin and Yin's jobs in this set don't link to them. Unless them running a record shop represents that they have stuck the main characters in a Calabash time loop, because records loop. But my main point is that Jin and Yin literally have calabashes in this set, and we know that these are calabashes because, in this older set, Jin and Yin have these, which are confirmed to be calabashes. And these are clearly the same thing, so Jin and Yin definitely have calabashes in this new set. And this is really out of place, especially since no other characters have weapons unless those weapons are relevant to their jobs and roles in this set. And apparently, the spirit of this set is happiness and fun. Despite there being villains, there is no conflict, as all reside in the city in harmonic peace. But then why do Lady Bone Demon and Spider Queen have second evil, angry faces? And why is there a scene in this set that shows MK fighting Lady Bone Demon? I think this indicates that this set being all peaceful and happy is just an illusion, and these reveal the truth. Especially since, when MK was stuck in the Calabash, the whole thing was that the world was unrealistically perfect, with everyone being unusually happy and peaceful. But other things in this set don't add up, which make me think this set is a fake Calabash reality. And I think these pictures of MK, May, Pigsy, Tang and Sandy attached to this building represent their true selves that are trapped inside this fake reality. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I just want to mention that I had to shut down my old Etsy store, but this is my new one with an even better name, and I've got lots of cool stuff. While it is annoying to have to start my shop again from scratch, I had to do it because I needed to change some of my store information, but Etsy doesn't let you change some of that stuff, so the only option is to start a new shop. Also, feel free to like and subscribe.